Welcome back to NBA Cinema. So we got to talk about this Kawhi Leonard thing and really what's going on with Draymond Green and Kendrick Perkins as they going back and forth online again. But first things first, Kawhi's trainer was fired by the Los Angeles Clippers, a guy by the name of Randy Shelton, and the Clippers is accusing him of putting Kawhi through unsafe and illegal treatments for injury as he tried to recover. Um, so Randy, in response, has gone on and filed a lawsuit against the Los Angeles Clippers. And I think all I'm gonna say about this before we get to the Kendrick Perkins and Draymond Green part is Clippers. Why would you even allow Kawhi to attempt to play in the Olympics? I think when they moved on from PG, they should have put it like this. Kawhi showed you who he was on the first contract. These things don't get better as time goes on. So he's a year older every year that he's been out hurt. Do you think he's going to magically get younger and heal again? And this isn't to come against him. This is just what it is, right? Um, but Perk said something that Stephen A. said a few years ago, and Stephen A. caught a lot of flack for it. Is that Kawhi should consider retiring? And I think now the timing of Kendrick Perkins saying it is a lot better than the timing when Stephen A. said it. But I think he does make a point that it's at least time to consider it, right? And so him and Draymond went back and forth. I'm gonna play those clips for you, and we're gonna get into it. Let's check it out.
This is not a hot take, but when you think about his history and you think about now and everything that Legs just alluded to, 6 months and it's still problems with his knee, right? And every single season it's a problem when it comes down to Kawhi Leonard health. He needs to sit down at the round table, not only with the Clippers organization, but his family as well. I really think Kawhi Leonard should consider retiring. And I'm a huge fan of Kawhi Leonard, but we done seen and witnessed so many guys go through these problems when dealing with swelling in the knee. When there's only so many surgeries that you could have when it comes down to repairing things, when it comes down to cartilage in your knee, sooner or later it's going to be bone on bone. I don't know that's the case. I'm just telling you from past experiences for his teammates that I've had, that at this point in time, that conversation really need to be had. And I think Kawhi Leonard has to be honest with himself, and he knows his body, had that conversation with the organization and the family, but I really do think he might need to consider walking away from the game of basketball.
Of course, Perk,
Kendrick Perkins,
Man.
telling Kawhi he need to retire.
That's sick coming from Kendrick Perkins. That's sick coming from him.
Perk last 3 years in the NBA. Nobody was pushing him to retirement, and everybody probably should have. My man averaged 2.5 points for the 3 years straight. Obviously, the man want to play.
Sick,
he play every chance he get. He go out there, he try to play, and he come back still looking like Kawhi Leonard.
Baller. I understand what Perk was saying. It shouldn't be delivered from him. You average 2. You feel like, on the real, you average 2, bro. You discredit yourself when you speak on another dude and his injuries, knowing the shit we got to go through. This man is great. You think he not trying to play? Why is he at training camp? Everybody in the media needs to understand it's a pecking order.
For sure.
If you ain't one of them ones, shut the hell up.
Oh, man, listen. Hey, Draymond, first of all, it's like, man, Draymond ain't cooked shit. That wasn't cooking nothing. First of all, if you go talk about something, don't take nothing out of context. What I said was Kawhi Leonard should consider retiring. He should have an uncomfortable conversation. Do people fucking realize that those knees are almost bone on bone? Like, real talk. I ain't saying it, but I'm a fan of Kawhi.
Yeah, it's not a malicious place. It's like, bro, we don't want to see you get another injury and then you walk around with the Kenny Smith knee.
Yeah, it's real. And when you start having swelling in your knee, it's like, and you don't know why, and you haven't been doing anything, that's a problem.
So Kendrick Perkins plays at the highest level because remember that was the thing athletes used to say: if you didn't play at the highest level, you can't be speaking on it. So he played at the highest level. Now you got to be an elite player at the highest level. And Draymond, Draymond up there shaking his head. Yeah, like you got to be one of them ones. You ain't one of them ones, Draymond. you benefited, and you gonna go in the Hall of Fame and all that mess, and that's crazy to me for being on the team with the Splash Brothers. But you're not like that. You're a normal, good player, who did the dirty work for the team. And I ain't understating what you brought to the table, but if you landed in Charlotte or you landed, I ain't even gonna say Charlotte. If you just landed on another good team that didn't have the Splash Brothers, or you were required to actually be a go-to guy or be a star type player, then you wouldn't. I mean, you'd just be another player passing through the league. So don't act like you any better than Perk like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, I went too far. You're a little better than Perk was as a player, but defensively, when he was on those Celtics teams, y'all were very close in contributions. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about just points and stuff. I know you went for 30 something on the Cavs and all that. I'm talking about your impact to the team. Um, so I don't know, man. Draymond act like he's just this great, great, great player, and that's a little irritating at times. Um, but I think Perk is making good points. But at the same time, I'll say this: if the Clippers are dumb enough to pay Kawhi Leonard after all those injuries he has had, then they get what they get. I mean, if he can keep tricking them to paying him and make them believe he'll be healthy one day, and they still believe that Kawhi can be the Kawhi he was in San Antonio that last year and in Toronto that one year, then by all means pay him, and Kawhi just get healthy enough to keep getting your money. That's how I feel about it, man. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.